Simon's quest continues in Castlevania Chronicles 2. So let's hop right into it, I guess. When we left off, I had just crossed the entire map to go back to the starting town. And of course, that was not at all what I was supposed to do. Totally unnecessary, but it will be necessary later. For now, I have, first and foremost, ground up a ton of money and then walked all the way back to the town where I need to be, which is the town we discovered most recently, which I can see on the world map is called Algiba, or Algiba, or whatever. We want to go to Yuga Lake, which is below Algiba. And we've been in its general vicinity before, accidentally, but I didn't need to be there. But first, the reason I ground up all this money. There's a bunch of stuff in this town that I need to purchase. Expensive food. Their food budget in this town is through the roof. So we need to buy $1,000 garlic. That will allow us to go into the graveyard. I mean, we've been in the graveyard before. We weren't able to accomplish anything because we lacked garlic. And then that's the cheap ingredient. We also need $4,000 laurels for our soup. It's gonna be a powerful soup. But I'm about $800 short. I'll get there. I, for some reason, only now noticed that our money is measured in, like, US dollars. That adds a layer to all this. These guys are dropping, what, 20 bucks at a time? That's gonna take a lot of zombie killing to get us to 4K. Perfect. Now to do the perfect jump. Lawless. I still got my 4K. Lives can be regenerated. And I don't think I will need to, anyway. This should be the Laurel Salesman. Everyone in this town loves a good commute. So they make their homes as far away from the street as humanly possible. Have you any laurels? I do now. Laurels will allow us to traverse the blood without taking damage. So, we're gonna need them to go through marshes. It does cost hearts. I don't know if laurels were in the actual Castlevania 2. This might be a reference to the original Castlevania Chronicles for the PlayStation, which had a new sub-weapon, which was laurels. And it was just a health regeneration item. You could trade hearts or HP if you were holding that sub-weapon. It was unique to Chronicles. As far as I know, had never been seen ever again. Here it is not a sub-weapon, totally passive. We have everything we need. Everyone loves starting off the playthrough with grinding. At least it was corpse grinding, for all you Cannibal Corpse fans out there. As noted, I have literally no familiarity with Castlevania 2 outside of the memes about how bad some of its puzzles are. So I believe we went down this staircase once before. Went over here, through the wall that isn't a wall. Just pretty much ended up in a town that you can get to in much more convenient ways. So, yeah, we just went here. This is the lake. We need to use our prayers to sink this gorgeous statue into the lake. They spent all the time building it inside of a lake. And given the technology available to them at the time, that must have been a tremendous feat. We're just gonna get rid of it. And the entire lake with it. That was a load-bearing statue. So now, we can go below the lake, where inexplicably a giant skull just exists. And a giant statue, which does function as our passageway to the next mansion. Someone lived underneath this lake long ago. Clearly they were bad. They flooded their home and the area around their home, and then built a statue to commemorate why we should never go there again. Simon don't care. You're heading in to what has now become a catacomb, it looks like. With the skeleton stuffed into the wall there. And the gimmick is darkness. We can only see a very small area around ourselves. The enemies are the same so far as the ones we saw in the first mansion. This looks new, though. What's your deal? Shielding me? Not effectively, that's for sure. You're trying to shield me. This is not a staircase. That is not a death fall. So far, we have not once been asked to drop holy water, specifically to make progress. It allowed us access to the chain whip salesman, and that is it. Other than that, it's just a useful sub-weapon. Not at all an impossible to discern puzzle-solving mechanic. That really speeds up the pace of this game, which is already a fairly short game. Most people are beating it in like 2 hours in a casual-ish playthrough. Hopefully I beat more than one mansion this time, because I'm not on pace to beat the game in 2 hours. Which is perfectly fine. When the Bloodborne PS1 demake came out, Bloodborne fans were beating that in about 4 or 5 hours. I took 8. As I am not good at those sorts of games. I think fall damage isn't a thing. So I deserve some there. God, the corpse keeps shooting fire long after it has disintegrated to nothing. Ridiculous. Probably coming up on a save statue before too long, I would hope. These gargoyles are brutal, though. So much harder than every other enemy. More fire coming. I knew it. So yeah, these fan games are typically designed for fans of the game that they're remaking. I'm one of the few chumps going into them blind. I feel is a valuable way to experience these things. That guy attacked much faster than I'm used to. At least it only takes 3. I should have used my shield. My shield would have blocked that. But yeah, I've upgraded my damage to the point that it only takes 3 whips to kill the green guys. Can't believe that Aaron shot got me. It was just at head level. If I ducked or killed the guy slightly later or slightly earlier, Oh well. Out of my way, you. Is there anything more to this area besides just falling great distances? Blind exploration. It does seem like these areas are very, very linear, which I appreciate. I'd be here the rest of my life if I had to actually solve puzzles and explore and stuff. Now, it's possible my shield does not block the fireballs. God, these things. Plenty more where that came from, too. Here's one now. Speak of the Green Devil. Ah, I did block it with my shield. Just a little common sense. Get me through this way safer than everything I'm trying so far. I killed him pretty quick. More fireballs, though. I knew it. That one was right below my feet. Oh, he's still burning down there. Disturbing. And there's more. There. Hopefully that one stays gone, and hopefully there aren't too many more. Nope, there's another. No idea where their last fireball burst went. I think I'm safe. Very briefly. Are they respawning every time I go off screen or something? This is way too many. Oh, that is so many. This is brutal. I don't think the game over matters that much. Entering a castle should be a checkpoint, I think. No. Wow. That's devastating. Emotionally devastating. Getting through here damageless is typically pretty easy. Just this drop down that gets a little weird. Doesn't get much better than that. I was almost cornered though. Careful. Posthumous shot. I knew it was coming. Not a ton I could do about it, though. That's the last of those, so... just gonna try and dodge best I can. Slide my way through. Furthest I've ever been. And there's the save point. That was ridiculously simple. And some kind of dragon. What's your deal, dragon? The maneuver to do sub-weapons is actually fairly imprecise. And it always has been. It's the same old NES maneuver. But it is a little difficult, and whiff a lot. Seems like the fire shot is almost instantly lethal. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. I guess when in doubt, touch the dragon itself. Yeah, the fire is lethal. Game over screen is artificially long, but that is in line with the original Castlevania Chronicles, which had extremely long load times anytime you died. Definitely play that game on an emulator if you're gonna play it. I do recommend you play it, it's quite good. Super underrated. Even despite my Let's Play of it. Okay, this is a very simple cycle. Yep, it turns out if you've already hit it, you can just slide right through like it's nothing. In essence, it is nothing. Got a little overconfident, but has not cost me the fight yet. And that dragon is dust. Yeah, that was a much easier boss than the first one. And there's the heart, as well as a ridiculous amount of money. I should teleport us all the way to safety. And yeah, it turns out I was just profoundly overthinking that entire level. And the boss fight, and everything. I guess that's comparable to how the original Castlevania 2 worked. It was an abnormally easy, and combat-wise simple Castlevania game. It was just sort of obtuse. Sort of obtuse. Famously obtuse. Got an extra 100 HP. 50 after the first, 100 after the second, another 200 after the next body part? We'll find out. They don't explicitly say it, but I guess we are lifting portions of the curse every time we grab one of Dracula's body parts. I like to think so, at least. Did we get an explicit additional power from gaining the heart? Or is it just going to give us access to what we've been told is the ferry to go somewhere? Probably somewhere good. It's the Garlic Pit. I'm here for laurels, obviously. Gotta finish my soup and stir it with a silver knife. Fairly certain the marsh will be somewhere beyond the heart gate we saw previously. Thus, we will absolutely need the laurels. Just so I have a better idea of it. Alba was our... no. Not our starting town? Yeah, I think Jova was our starting town. I don't know quite how we got to Algiba, but whatever. And it does say Belasco Marsh is over to the left. So, yeah. Then the Dead River, which is probably where the ferryman lives. It all makes a certain amount of sense. But then what? Probably a new town somewhere over there? Should probably double check. Yeah, Alba, and then below it, the Brahms Mansion. And the Dennis Woods? We'll find out. Probably not in this stream, because getting through that mansion took way too long. But we'll at least get into the vicinity of where we want to go next time. It's going to be a long walk to get there. Oh, I saw that coming a mile away. But the fish didn't spawn until I was right in the jumping animation. So, yeah, that is that. Oh, before the boss fight even. This game hates you. So, yeah. I will stream this game again relatively soon, but I will teleport us to the town we need to go to at such time, which is what I should have planned to do. And I'll have to kill this boss again and then save on the other side. Yeah, this has been a rough one. But my Bloodborne playthrough was similarly embarrassing. So whatever. It's what I signed up for. Castlevania Chronicles 2 coming back eventually. For probably one more castle's worth of progress. Looking forward to it. It's been good so far. I'm a little spoiled by the Bloodborne remake, which was phenomenal. And this is merely very good. But nonetheless, I'll take very good. And I'll be taking it probably 2 weeks or so from now. Stay tuned. It'll be back.